A jet carrying 239 people vanished between two radar systems. Its transponder stopped transmitting, and the last known flight path became a question rather than an answer. In another case, a young man entered a railway station in daylight and was never reliably seen again. A pilot vanished over the Pacific. 3 lighthouse keepers disappeared from an island. This documentary follows 10 real cases, separating records, credible theories, and speculation. A disappearance is unresolved when the known facts cannot be connected to a confirmed outcome. A vehicle may be found without its driver. A route may be reconstructed without a final destination. We will ask what investigators know, what they suspect, and where the evidence stops. In December 1900, a relief ship reached the Flannan Isles lighthouse and found the 3 keepers missing. The official inquiry concluded that they were probably swept from the western landing by dangerous seas. No bodies were recovered. The accident explanation fits the weather and the location, but the final moments were never witnessed. A small island became a mystery because the sea removed the evidence that could have settled it. On December 1, 1946, Bennington College student Paula Jean Welden walked toward Vermont's Long Trail and never returned. A major search examined forests, roads, ravines, and shelters, but no confirmed trail or later sighting was established. Exposure or an accident remains possible. So does an encounter with another person. The physical evidence is too limited to distinguish those explanations, and her final location remains unknown. In 1925, explorer Percy Fawcett entered the Brazilian interior with his son Jack and Raleigh Rimmel while searching for a settlement he called Z. Letters described progress, then stopped. Later expeditions produced claims and possible clues, but no verified final location. Illness, violence, starvation, and logistical failure are all plausible. The jungle did not prove a lost city, it concealed the evidence needed to know what happened. On May 14, 2008, Brandon Swanson drove into a ditch in rural Minnesota and called his parents while they tried to find him. Near the end of the call he suddenly said, "Oh, shit," and went silent. His vehicle was found, but Brandon was not. Searchers used dogs, aircraft, divers, and ground teams. An accidental fall remains possible, while foul play has not been ruled out. On February 9, 2004, Maura Murray's car crashed on Route 112 in New Hampshire. A witness called authorities. When an officer arrived minutes later, Maura was gone and the car remained. Searches examined roads, woods, and buildings, but no confirmed sighting followed. She may have accepted a ride, entered the forest, or encountered someone. The short gap between the crash and the officer's arrival is the unanswered center of the case. On September 14, 2007, 14-year-old Andrew Gosden left home in Doncaster and bought a one-way ticket to London. CCTV recorded him at King's Cross Station. After that, investigators have no confirmed public sighting. The journey was deliberate, yet its purpose is unknown. A train ticket and a station image established the beginning of the journey, not what happened after it. In July 2014, Lars Mittank was recovering from an injury near Varna, Bulgaria. At the airport, a doctor examined him. Lars then stood up, ran from the building, climbed a fence, and disappeared into nearby woodland. Security footage records the action but not its cause. Medical distress, fear, confusion, and an outside threat have all been discussed. No theory explains every part of the sequence. On July 2, 1937, Amelia Earhart and navigator Fred Noonan flew from New Guinea toward Flannan Island. Radio transmissions indicated difficulty finding the small island in a vast ocean. Ships and aircraft searched, but no confirmed wreckage or remains were located. A Pacific crash is the leading explanation, while alternative theories remain unproven. The enduring question is where the final physical evidence lies. On July 30, 1975, Jimmy Hoffa went to a meeting at the Machu's Red Fox restaurant in Michigan. The expected men did not arrive as planned. Hoffa's car was found, but he was not. Investigators followed organized crime leads and searched properties, yet his remains have never been recovered. The criminal context supplies motives, not proof. The final scene remains unverified. On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 disappeared with 239 people aboard. Communications ended, radar showed a change in route, and satellite data indicated hours of continued flight. Debris confirmed an ocean impact, but the main wreckage and recorders have not been found. The data reconstruct movement without explaining the cause. Modern technology tracked the disappearance, but not the final answer. These cases do not share one evidentiary status. The Flannan Isles keepers probably died in a storm. Earhart most likely crashed at sea. Other cases remain more open: a silent phone call, a railway journey with no confirmed destination, or satellite data without the aircraft. A credible theory must explain known facts without inventing new ones. The absence of a body can support many stories, but it proves none. 10 disappearances. 10 investigations. In each one, the record stops at a different point: a storm-battered island, an abandoned car, a station camera, a silent phone, or a radar track fading over the ocean. The honest conclusion is not always a dramatic answer. It is a boundary. We know what happened up to a point. Beyond that point, the investigation is still waiting.